Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this another brand new day. It's a Sunday, apparently. Thumbs up for that. I'm just glad to be alive. Definitely a good thing. A lot of things to talk about, none of them important. I mean, they are. But in the long scheme of things, first off, I've mentioned before that I have scoliosis. And looking in my videos of late, my shoulder, I really have to work on this because it looks like it's just really drooped down on that side. It's not. It's pulled forward. My spine is twisted and it shoves this part of my body forward. That my rib cage does not open as much on this side as it should. So I need to start pulling my shoulder back, which I can't do as far as I would like. If I pull it back too far, it pinches the nerve, and not only that, it closes off the artery that feeds this arm. So if I pull my arm too far back to make sure it's proper, then this hand starts to go blue and numb. So I can pull back a bit, and I gotta remember to start doing that. This whole arm is a mess. I mean, I've got this I have to deal with, and then of course I severed the radial nerve, and I'm having so much trouble with function and pain and movement. Thumbs up. And of course, on the Shelton, Washington weather plague rat and spider report, it had rained. Oh boy, so much yesterday. And then it cleared up, and then it got raining again, and then it cleared up. I took my umbrella with me and I went walkies, and it did not rain, and it's still not raining now, so thumbs up on that. I mean, we need rain. It's good to have rain, a good thing, but it makes it much more difficult to walk and to carry things so that, if you're carrying a soda bottle and stuff, holding your crooked arm up in the air while you're holding on to that is tough. So thumbs up for that. Oh, pulling the shoulder back is going to be so much fun today. Yay! On the plague rat report, people just walking into Safeway and then putting their mask on when they're 20, 30 feet inside. People just taking them off, walking around. God's above. I wish I didn't have to be around people. If only everybody would take this seriously. I mean, it only takes one person that's sick. Especially every time I walk past the Shelton Athletic Club. It's not packed, but there'll be about 7 or 8 people using the equipment, nobody with a mask on. And since you're asymptomatic for the first week and still contagious, and it's recycled air, people are insane. But life is life on that. And on the spider report, the spider above the window still doing well. The spider next to the box fan, she seems to be doing well. And the spider over in the corner, yay, she's doing well as well. Now the other day I had actually turned on the box fan, but the spider next to the box fan had put one of her anchor webs on the box fan in such a way that when I turned it on, the vibration of the fan kept putting her into high alert. She would suddenly turn and face that direction toward the box fan in a very threatening posture, and then calm back down, get back, and then get ready again. But it was just the box fan, so I unplugged it because she didn't need that. That was just like basic torture on the poor thing. So thumbs up for that. And of course, going walkies, there are spider webs and spiders out there, but it was really wet, so I didn't really come across much of anything wildlife-wise. I heard noises off in the woods, but at the same time, we have a fairly sizable homeless population in Shelton, and they have to live somewhere, so it's frequently places in the woods. So was it deer? Was it someone who just doesn't have a house? Hard to say. I'm not going to interrupt if it's somebody's home, and I don't want to go on and scare deer, so I'm not going to go in. Thumbs up for that. Past that, I have some things down here written. Like, one thing is my camera is really washed out, and I don't know if this is the way it is every day, but today I really noticed it. It looks really washed out because of the brightness. And I first noticed this because when I stand up, it gets super washed out because the light reflects off my super white hair now. And when I stand up, it's like down to here is just shimmering white because of the big reflections off of my hair. So if it's really washed out today, I use silly filters. So not filters, they're LUTs, 3D LUT, LUT, lookup table thing, and it changes the color. That's what I'm doing when I alter the colors. Whenever I do the transition from like a really bright white with no, well, high contrast to lower contrast with richer colors. Yeah, I just switch between 3D lookups, and sometimes it'll de-wash out things, so hopefully that'll work. Also, my gums are really sore. I went and ate some stuff yesterday that was a little bit more solid and scrapey, and now my gums are really sore. When you have dentures, you can get a soft liner put in, and I have to have that. If I don't have that soft liner put in there, it feels like, well, just like my top plate. Because every time you bump your tongue up against it, it pushes your plate up against the roof of your mouth. Every time you go, it pushes the plate against the roof of your mouth. Without that soft liner, I have insanely delicate skin. I mean, that red mark that's here is because I have to wear a sleep apnea mask. I get pressure sores on the side of my nose just from plastic lenses and really super light frames. So when I don't have a soft liner in here, it literally, after half a day, it feels like someone has just taken a hammer and just going whap, 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 whap up against the roof of my mouth. God, I get so sore. So yeah, it's rough now. I have gotten a piece of bread from a peanut butter and jelly sandwich caught underneath one of my dentures. Bread from peanut butter and jelly. That stuff basically disintegrates when it gets wet. And I have bruised from that to the point that I have to be super careful trying to eat. I have insanely delicate skin. Thumbs up for that. Which I always worry about things like cancers and the like. And since I have a lot of moles on my back, and I have this one here that has only showed up in like the last year or so, I need to talk to a dermatologist through the VA if I can somehow get through, because I don't want to die of skin cancer. My grandfather had skin cancers, and I have, like I say, moles and things showing up like that. And I worry about cancers. I mean, I've already had several colonoscopies and had, by this time, probably 30 or 40 polyps snipped out. At least some of them, at least 3, have been pre-cancerous. So if I hadn't had colonoscopies, I'd have already died of cancer. So in the next year or two, I need to go in and get myself, have a tube stuck up my backside again to make sure I'm not growing anything horrible. And my grandfather has stated he had cancer, skin cancer, so I'm not really prone, but not really too thrilled about the idea. My cat is driving me crazy lately. She runs in and out and in and out and in and out. She will not stay and sleep in here like she used to all the time. Now she goes dashing from here. She checks out her food, doesn't like it, dashes back outside, and then goes to sleep in the hallway again for a while, and then scrapes up against there. Well, apparently she needed to use the cat box, so I'm not going to complain too loudly. But good Lord, now she's probably going to go scrape up against it again, now that I'm semi-centered. Still, it's good to have a kitty cat. And oh boy, last night was rough. I wasn't thinking. I took a caffeine tablet in the morning time, I took a caffeine tablet in the afternoon. I was super tired when I got back from my walkies. I went to bed about 9:30. I could barely keep my eyelids open. Realized that I had not taken a caffeine tablet before I went to bed, but figured I was so sleepy it would be okay. So I went to bed without taking 200 milligrams of caffeine, and I did not sleep worth a damn. Oh my God. I went to bed 9:30. 10:30, snap! Wide awake. And from that point on, it was just flipping and flopping in my bed, trying to get comfortable. Maybe I got an hour's worth of sleep before about 2:30, 3 o'clock, my guts started to hurt. So finally, 3:30, I get up out of bed, take care of business downstairs. By this time, it's 4 o'clock, and I'm wide awake. I've been awake all night. So yeah, I've been in here since 4 o'clock in the morning after about an hour or two of sleep. So I gotta remember, unlike people without ADD, if I don't take 200 milligrams of caffeine before I go to sleep, I'm gonna be awake all night. Caffeine makes my brain work properly enough that I can sleep. Without it, it's horrible. So yeah, I'm pretty thrilled. Past that though, I'm alive, and it's good to be alive. So thumbs up on that. I was thinking about lots of things when I went out walkies. I do that. I need to take something to either write quick notes on or something that I can speak into, like a mobile phone type thing. And then I could record some of my thoughts so that I could like write them down and some such. That would be a good plan. Because I try to do things like, a lot of thinking I've been doing is I have not given up, never, with my bone-hurting juice world story. And I've been thinking a lot about that. I do a lot of background stuff. I've mentioned that, where I'll have like 10,000 pages of background material for the 1,000 page thing. Now the thing is, when you're a writer, you don't want to just suddenly drag the whole thing to a halt while you try to give your background stuff, because you love your background stuff. You need to tell it, but the thing is, you drag your story to a halt. The idea that I've been thinking is to try and do it like they do in video games, environmental storytelling. Don't just stop. Don't just drag everything to a halt and explain, oh, we've had a system of aqueducts, and then give your history of aqueducts. It drags your story to a halt. Do it like Dark Souls and Bloodborne. If you've got aqueducting, make sure to mention the aqueducting every time that you do a scene. If you want to make it mysterious, just talk up what's going on, but don't mention it until like you're at the end, so it's full, just you pick it up as you go. Like if you have a medieval type society where, civilization is raised and fallen, different civilizations, different beings, and you've got that aqueducting. Mention it, but give it a history, but don't bring it up that way. Have the aqueducting be there, but people are working around the aqueducting and they're not using it. Talk about the decrepit aqueducting, but don't ever explain it. Show the people building their town around it, but with a big gap around the aqueducting, so as it falls apart, it doesn't break the new stuff, because no one's taking it down. There's just this old, ancient aqueducting that's slowly rotting away through the centuries, and everybody avoids it, and nobody really talks about it. But when you talk around a subject, the thing that you're talking around slowly comes more into focus. And so if you put those 500 pages of backstory and then sprinkle it throughout the story instead of stopping for an exposition dump, you can have a sense of foreboding that by the end, you are, as a reader, not feeling good every time the aqueducting comes up. Like, I've got an idea that I don't have time for, but just by the time you do that, Just everybody's sense of, we don't talk about that. We don't go there. We don't do that. You don't have to explicitly bring it up, but it can still be a very, very oppressive presence. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. Good, bad, and different. You took the time. You expended the calories. Thank you very much. If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. And of course, even though I count an American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand, I'm not hard of hearing or deaf. That's deaf. So, it's just I once dated a deaf girl. So, thumbs up on that. Anyway, though, let me call it my Chrome. I'm just trying to explain now why I use sign language. It's not just a random thing. I mean, it is random, but it's just out of the past. Isaac, thank you very, very much. Ice Damon, greatly appreciate. Cali Soldier, 88, thumbs up and thank you. Maria Tano, 80. I sure hope I'm close. That would be cool. Confused L, 29, thumbs up. Caden Converse, thumbs up. Drake Rosenberg, thumbs up and thank you. Soundmaster Blink, greatly appreciated. Fat Boy, thumbs up. MF, greatly appreciated. Lillian Baldy, thumbs up. It's UI Boy YT, thumbs up. Zerp Tick, greatly appreciated. World Craft Gaming, thumbs up and thank you. Michael W, thumbs up. New Ran Jones, interesting name. Lazy Mode, thumbs up and thank you. We have Elderwolf 569. Again, thank you for the advice. Always cool. And then we have Conspo Lopez. Hey, good luck on the therapy. It is a very, very good thing. And then we have Colin Reisenauer, thumbs up. And there is Baza 1382, greatly appreciated. Zek, greatly appreciated. Sebastian Ferris, thumbs up and thank you. Jackson Buttermore, I like the name, even if it's a real one. And Finn Flam Flam Harrison, greatly appreciated. Each and every one of you. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, if only in text. Thank you very much. It is very, very appreciated. A very good thing. Thumbs up. If you could check out my various links down below. I have Twitter, Facebook, Patreon.com. I still need to fix my GoFundMe page. Hopefully I can, because I still don't have a cell phone I can send and receive text from. So if they require that texting thing, then I'm stuck. But we'll work on that. If you could donate to my PayPal link down below, that would be awesome. Or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people. That would be beautiful and awesome. If you cannot donate to that, if you could check out that PayPal link, that would be awesome. Or I have an Amazon wishlist link if you'd like to help me out without sending money with things like hamster bedding, cat food, silly things, not silly things. If you could check it out, that'd be very cool. Now, do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart, where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence, a definite thumbs up. And I think I remembered now, it's easier now that I'm using Audacity to not accidentally delete the please subscribe to the channel thing at the beginning. So that's cool. No more special efforts to make sure it doesn't get destroyed. Yay. Keep trying to remember to pull that shoulder back. So much fun. Ugh. Now I'm choking to death. Thumbs up on that. Anyway, though, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. And of course, I should have said this before doing that part, but be careful because, once again, the lobster hat wearing duck head of judgment is always ready to heap its scorn upon all it feels necessary. It is not eager. It is just ready. And of course, wear a mask. It's smart. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Practice your social distancing. It hurts, I know, but it's important. And of course, Black Lives Matter. Damn it. And justice for everybody that the jackbooted, brown-shirted thugs keep brutalizing and murdering on U.S. streets.